Lonewolf 89, and today I'm just talking about my impressions of the Sony Showcase 2023. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and always turn the notification bell on so you'll always be notified whenever I drop a video. One of the first games I'm just going to be talking about is more so the games that interest me at the showcase, not really the showcase in its entirety. Yeah, and just overall a grade I would probably give the showcase is probably like maybe a high C, low C. I mean, I wasn't really expecting anything major. We did get to see some really cool stuff. So just first things first, game I'm going to go in, probably not in order, but just based off what I've remembered and just kind of like what appealed to me the most. So the first game that appealed to me the most, I would feel like would be the MGS3 remake. I thought that was a really cool announcement. Just kind of hope Konami does right by it. I am a big fan of the Metal Gear Solid franchise. A new fan, but still a big fan nonetheless. I think MGS4 was my introduction to the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Started late, but I wouldn't mind working my way back if MGS3 turns out to be pretty good. Alright, the next game on that list would be Phantom Blade Zero. Phantom Blade Zero looks extremely cool to me. It looks like a mixture of like Ghost of Tsushima with some Dark Souls, just melded, just like they just had a baby together. It looks incredible. I love the animation, the art style. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be extremely challenging, and as someone who's trying to get into those challenging games like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, I feel like this is going to be another one of those games where I can get the opportunity to show, that I can play these games, or games like this, as that really isn't my typical type of game. Alright, the next game is Alan Wake, Part 2. I'm surprised. This was kind of like to me, like a surprise announcement, because I honestly didn't expect to see this game, or even know this game was in development, or even hear about it. It looks incredible. It kind of looks like the RE4 style, third-person shooter style, like the animation, just the lighting, everything looks crazy in this game. It looks like you are in like a Resident Evil world, honestly. But I'm down to see what's taking place in this game. I don't really remember the first one like that. Probably I'd do a refresher, but I think Alan Wake 2 is going to be pretty good. Another game at the Sony Showcase that I thought was really cool was called Sword of the Sea, from the guys who developed Journey. Thought this game, from a visual perspective, looked incredible. The art style, the animation, the movement of the sand as the character glides with the sword cover. It looks cool. It looks incredible. And I feel like we need more like small, like independent games like this. Just to have something else on the side besides having these super big budget games. So really looking forward to it, and more information in the future, I'm sure. Alright, another game that was at the Sony Showcase was Assassin's Creed Mirage by Ubisoft, and I don't know what number they're on, or don't even really care, but it looks like traditional Assassin's Creed. Everything from the parkour to like the jumping animations, running, it all looks typical standard Assassin's Creed. I know this time around that it's not open world like Valhalla, Odyssey, Origins before it. Now with Assassin's Creed Mirage, they're doing something different. It won't be open world unlike the other 3 games that came before it, and that's cool. I guess they want to focus more on, having a closed space with more of the details and things, give us more variety, and I'm all for it. I did like the open world in the previous games. I do understand that it was a lot of copy and paste, and I can get that. You don't want to play through the same area over and over again with just a couple of different, differences here and there in a coat of paint. But hopefully this game turns out to be really good, as I am a big fan, and I just, I want more variety. Hopefully next time we get to go somewhere else, like maybe China in a big budget game, Japan, somewhere else. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to it when it drops, so I give my full thoughts and opinions on it. Might even do a walkthrough on it. Another game that was not surprising to be at the Sony showcase was Final Fantasy 16. It has been in development for a while, but I feel like this has probably been the most consistent Square Enix has actually been with its fans on a Final Fantasy game. You know, with the tragedy that was 15. But with 16, it looks to be going in the right direction, focusing on the summons. The summons are a part of the story, and it's going back to like heavy medieval magic fantasy, and I love that. We're dealing with crystals again, but it looks like to be a more serious, more mature game as opposed to ones in the past, and I'm looking forward to it. I believe it's coming out in June. And now the biggest game that they showed at the Sony showcase, the first party side, was Spider-Man 2. With Spider-Man 2, you know, we got to see Venom, the Venom suit at least. We got to see Miles. We got to see you swap between Peter and Miles. They showed Kraven the Hunter. It was, you know, honestly, it was a great trailer. Showed a lot of gameplay, especially in that Venom suit. Seeing Peter just, you know, going balls to the wall, just destroying everything, being aggressive. It's not like the Peter that we normally see in any version of Spider-Man, and this is why I kind of love seeing Peter have that dark side, that Venom suit. Kind of interesting to see what that story is going to be about too. I know they did say that, or Peter did say that Harry is dying, and we knew that from the first game. So I would say the only thing that I would really like to see in terms of like improvements is like better dodging, more combos, more different type of web tricks that you could do with your web slingers, and some more unique abilities from each Spider-Man. And aside from the game announcements, Sony did do something that I thought was interesting as well. I thought it was a new PSP, but it was actually more so of like a DualSense controller with a giant LED screen on it, where you can literally take it anywhere you want, just like a PSP, and enable remote play on your PlayStation as long as there's like a Wi-Fi connection. So you can play all your games on the go and do it with PlayStation branded earbuds. PlayStation Pods, I mean, I'm down if it has any of that Sony tech that is in those super expensive headphones and earbuds that they have. Just on the Sony side alone, honestly, I'd get them. Yeah, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you were interested in at the showcase, what appealed to you, what didn't. Leave it in the comments. Have a great one.